worth switching around. I mean, honestly, we're just gonna look at the two decks that Michael was talking about. Maybe I can give some hints. Let's mute. Also, I want to look at some modern Pokemon cards. Look at the... Nope, that's Gamer Bear. Where I'm just lurking. That's not... I want to start the stream, but what I really want to do is get the Pokemon music. Give me the Pokemon lo-fi. Give it to me. Alright. So, just give me a second. So I can open things here. Let's check out the Semicenta Rebel Clash deck. Thing is, whatever I say now, please keep in mind that my standards of what is a good Pokemon card right now are very heavily influenced by the first edition of Pokemon, because we're playing the Game Boy Color version. So I'm not sure if I can actually say anything about those really. So this is the Samacenta theme deck. So this is from Rebel Clash. Okay, so what do you have here? Can't they pop out the cards? Do I really have to click on them one by one? Do we have a better version of this deck to look at, please? Yes, I'm not a robot, Pokemon Center. I just want to look at your product. Please. How much DDoS attacks do you have? Of course you don't have a deck list. Why would you? Rebel Clash theme deck featuring Samacenta. This is just Amazon. Derzeit nicht verfügbar. Interesting. Yeah, so we have to take the Bulbasaur route. The Bulbapedia route. We have two different Samacentas, one in holo foil and one just in foil. We have Corviknight and Corvisquire, and Rocky D and Bisharp. See what we have here. Samacenta. What does it have? 120 HP. For modern Pokemon standards, that's not good. 120 HP, even on the base Pokemon, not great. Guard Press. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks. Weak. Power Rush. Flip a coin of tails during the next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. But 120 damage for 3 energy. Overall, for a theme deck, strong. For actual competitive play, it's not good. So this is just the same, but not holofoil. Oh, of course they have Corviknight in the Japanese version, because yes, I can really read Japanese. No, I can actually read it. So that's Tsutsuku. Tsutsuku, 50 damage for 1. So just let that sink in. We're playing the first 3 editions of Pokemon and have attacks with 3 to 4 energy for 50 damage. And here we have 1 colorless energy for 50 damage. That's the standards we're working with now. That's Tsutsuku, I guess that's Peck or something like this. Kurugane no Tsubasa. No idea what that means. And the kanji is down there, I cannot decipher. So do we have an English version of this? Actually, we don't. Bulpapedia does not have an English version of this card. Why not? I mean, there's something about minus 100, so I guess it takes 100 damage. Probably when you fail a coin flip, but Corviknight's okay. For a theme deck, that's fine. I need the stage 2 Pokemon. Why are they all in Japanese? What the hell? Am I on a Japanese version? No, right? For some reason, the Corviknight line, everybody is on Japanese cards. Let's see what the trainer card says. Switch is okay, Sonia, Professor's Research, Potion is useless, Poke Kid, don't know that, Metal Saucer, don't know that, Hop is a really good card, Great Ball is eh. And let's see what Dan does. Or not, since we can't read shit. Don't you even have like translations here? Why is it all in Japanese? I guess we can try at least to read it. Maybe I can understand it. I need that bigger because I can't read the Furigana. 自分の山札。山札から種、ポケモンの2枚まで。I don't know what Yamafuda is. I guess it's the bench. Jibun means yourself, so your bench, I would say. And I guess you do something with 2 Pokemon to it. Mata wa Kihon energy o 3枚まで。ichibi. I have no idea what this means. Japanese words, whatever the hell is on those cards. I mean, I can read it with furigana, and I understand a bit of it, but not enough to decipher what this card is doing. I mean, if we assume that Yamafuda is the bench. Yamafuda! Meaning. Japanese meaning of Yamafuda. Oh, deck! Okay. Yamafuda is your deck. Good to know. That's verbiage that I haven't heard before because I didn't use it. So, 自分のYamafudaから種Pokemonの3枚まで. So, I would assume you take 2 Pokemon out of your deck. 2 basic Pokemon. Tane is probably basic. Tane. Issue offspring paternal blood. Yeah, so this is a basic Pokemon, probably. Seed pip kind variety quality. What's the kanji on this one? It's not a kanji, it's just hiragana, so could be either of those two, but both kinda allude to it being a basic Pokemon. So, after 5 minutes of trying to read a card, we understood that we're taking 2 basic Pokemon out of our deck. But what are we doing with them? Mata wa Kihon energy. Kihon is probably a type of energy. Kihon. Japanese meaning basic or fundamental. Kihon is basic energy. So you take 2 basic energies. Urabi. Don't know what Urabi means. Let's see. Urabi. Japanese meaning. Why are we getting Urabi? Ah, this is Erabi. Something with choosing. So I guess what this means, because the verb is at the end of a sentence. Just take maternal blood out of the deck. It's like basically like this. So what it means, Chiba no Yamafuda, take 2 basic Pokemon out of your deck, or choose 2 basic Pokemon for a deck. Choose 2 basic energy cards from your deck, and then what do we do with those? Aite is, I think, your hand? Aite ni misete. Ah no, aite is your opponent. So you show to your opponent, aite ni misete. Then defuda. This is the kanji for hands. That's why I thought this might be hands, but this is... So I guess defuda is your hand. Defuda. Defuda or defuda? Tefuda. Tefuda. Let's see what tefuda Japanese meaning. Yeah, one's hand when playing cards. So that's tefuda is the hand. Yamafuda is the deck. So now we know what that words mean. So you show to your opponent, and then tefuda ni kureeru. Kuwaeru. Kuwaeru is hinzufügen, is to add, so it means add them to your hand. そしてYamafudaを切る. Ich weiß nicht, I do not know what kiru with this kanji mean, because kiru is a verb that is used a lot. Kiru can mean you wear something, kiru can mean you cut something, but I would say in this case it means you cut your deck or you shuffle your deck. And soshite means dana. and then you do something. So, after 8 minutes of reading the card, we now understand that we're taking 2 basic Pokemon. We choose 2 basic Pokemon from our deck. We choose 2 basic energy cards from our deck, and then show them to our opponent, put them into our hand, and then shuffle our deck. Decent card. Decent trainer card. That's an actual good trainer card. And I'm not reading you. Like, fuck that shit. Not doing that again. Also, there's not even text on this one. How would you know what this card does? I mean, it's Professor's Research, which is the card that has been reprinted a hell of a lot, so I guess they just assume that people know what this card does. Professor's Research, Pokemon, TCG. I thought this would be like a quick fun thing where we just look at some cards and see whether or not they're good. Oh yeah, Professor's Research is basically the modern version of Professor Oak. So what is different from what we're playing to what modern Pokemon does is modern Pokemon realized that the trainer cards are fucking broken. Because basically you could play 4 builds in a turn and draw 8 cards. You can play all your Professor Oaks that you draw. That means you draw basically your whole deck in 1 turn. And that's too much. So Professor Oak has not been reprinted for a very, very long time. But what has happened is they introduced a new type of card, which is still a trainer card, but it's also a supporter card. And you can only play 1 supporter per turn. So these supporters are basically beefed up NPC trainer cards. But you can only play 1 of those. And there are still normal trainer cards that you can play as many as you want. Like this is also supporter, but I don't know what it does, and I'm not reading more Japanese today. So I guess we're not finding out whether or not the deck is good. Great Ball. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, excluding Pokemon EX, and put it onto your bench. Shuffle your deck. Good card. Basic trainer card that you use if you're using a lot of evolution in your deck. So from what I can see, Samacenta deck is not bad. But I couldn't read all the cards, so take it with a lot of grain of salt. Ooh,